The Chicago Bears have been in the news a lot recently because they're thinking about relocating their stadium. Are they going to go to Indiana? Are they going to stay in Chicago? Are they going to go to Arlington Heights? What are they going to do? 2 nights ago, the Illinois House passed the mega project bill with 78 votes. It's going to go to the Senate, and this is a mega project bill that is one of the most disastrous bills ever written. So before we get into whether or not the Bears should stay in Illinois, let's talk about the bill they're using to help convince the Bears to stay and why it's so bad. So Illinois House approves mega project bill tied to Bear Stadium. We'll head to Senate. Illinois lawmakers passed key legislation to have them build in Arlington Heights. It's going to allow large developers to negotiate their property tax liabilities. And the reason they're moving so quickly on this is because Indiana recently passed some legislation to incentivize the Bears to come to Hammond, Indiana. The funny thing about this bill, and I guess it's not really that funny because the bill itself is genuinely detrimental to the taxpayers in Illinois, but the Bears actually want changes in the bill that they passed. I don't know if that means they want more or some tweaks or what exactly it is that they want more of, but I'm assuming, fair to assume, they probably want more tax breaks. But like I mentioned, this is one of the most destructive corporate welfare bills ever written. So here's the broad overview about how this is going to affect taxpayers. So anytime a business comes in and the qualifying developments exceed $100 million, they could get a mega project assessment freeze. And then that land is frozen at that value for up to 45 years. So in Arlington Heights, which is where the Bears are trying to relocate to, that would mean roughly $200 million in land value rather than the projected $5 billion that it would be assessed at after it's built. So how big is the risk? Using an estimated 7% effective commercial property tax rate, a $5 billion development would generate roughly $350 million in annual property taxes if the assessment is frozen at $200 million. The developer's bill drops to about $14 million per year, which leaves a gap of about $336 million. And the property tax of the individuals who live in the mega development project, their property taxes are going to go up significantly to make up this difference. So over the next 20 to 30 years, your property taxes could double or even triple. In School District 15 in Palatine, the EAV is roughly $4.4 billion. At a $5 billion mega project, an EAV could rise to close to 90% just from the new construction alone, expanding levy and bond limits, even though the development remains under a freeze. So if you live in that district, a $330,000 home that pays about $3,700 each year, within a total property tax bill exceeding $10,000, could see that portion double as the levy expands under the structure. That means another $3,700 annually for the same homeowner, before accounting for potential increases from the high school district, municipality, township, special district, special purpose districts, the county, and any other tax that's in the district. So pretty much what this bill is going to do is going to give massive tax breaks to wealthy developers, mega rich developers, huge corporations, and then the people who live in the area, the homeowners, their property taxes are going to go up. So they're going to be the ones who are going to have to foot the bill. And in a state where we already have the highest property taxes in the nation, this legislation is completely unacceptable. We need to be providing real relief to homeowners, considering the state that we're in. More and more people leave Illinois every single year. The biggest complaint in Illinois is high taxes, high property taxes specifically. And this bill just makes the problem worse. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm a huge Bears fan, I would do anything to save the Bears. This is not the right way to go about this. The ends don't justify the means here. If this is the proposal to keep the Bears in our state, there's not going to be any Bears fans left because we're all going to have to move out. Honestly, it would be in the best interest of the average Illinois citizen for the Bears to either stay at Soldier Field, which is not going to be likely, they need a bigger stadium, or move to Hammond, Indiana. That would be in the best interest of the taxpayer, based on the current parameters of the mega project bill. Now, if the language changes, and it might, it's going to the Senate, there almost undoubtedly there will be some changes, then we can reevaluate the situation. But as it currently stands, this bill is detrimental to property taxpayers in Illinois. And let's not forget, there's a bunch of other stuff jammed into this bill that we're not going to go through today because it would take a while. But it's a 377-page measure being debated, and it was about 10 times the length of a version a House committee passed in February. So they jammed a bunch of stuff into it. There's a bunch of additional taxes and policy written in there. It's very, very vague, but it's undoubtedly going to continue to increase taxes in Illinois. Long story short, if you want to provide real relief to taxpayers and support everyday Illinois citizens, then you will oppose this bill. Anyways, that's what I got today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. We're going to watch this bill as it moves through the Senate, and if it does pass there, if Pritker actually signs it, which he probably will, but we're going to keep an eye on this guy. Y'all have a blessed day.